stream should be able to hear us.
Nice,
No,
nice.
It's
Okay.
time to make you get cancelled.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we're streaming for the first time in like 17 years.
We
I
streamed
meant
last
we
week.
streamed last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
weren't
it's just
told
you
about it.
bamboozled us. You never told us.
You didn't tell us, and we said
I
some
just
more
I
stuff.
just assumed. Anyway,
It sounds like a you problem.
I see how it is.
well, it
now.
is a me problem. Well, technically it's an our problem, Adam, because like we're fucking PN dudes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh. Fucking dog. Okay. So.
I'd rather you didn't. At least not on stream.
Fucking hell. That's.
Cancelled.
Off to a fantastic start.
So.
D&D, everybody.
D&D's not.
To refresh our memories from last time, you guys brought the Dragonborn Myteth into custody. I guess that's very an official way of saying it. Him being your prime suspect in the disappearance of the Diadol. You question him, and upon some coercion, he told you that although he was the one taking the Diadol from its grove, he was not the one who was orchestrating it. That was actually, I've forgotten this fucking name. That was actually his brother Yaren, who, when you went to go and speak to him, discovered that he had fled to the canyon city of Ardash in the south of the Hadov dynasty.
Oh my god!
You then you discovered that there was a small ferry along the Sheer River that supposedly was the way that he was getting the Diadol out of Grathunda. You decide to ambush this ferry, this very small sailing ship, more like a schooner than anything. Killed the crew. Killed. You did kill them. Killed the crew and their sort of their pet giant eagle that they had hanging around with them, and took the ship for yourselves. And that's where we start off once again. So. There's so if we look on the Roll20 right here, you guys have got a massive burned out fucking area here from where there was a fireball. Can't remember who it was. I'm pretty sure it was Da. You've got the dead eagle, and
Which I harvested its talons.
What's that? Sorry.
I harvested its talons.
Am I still down?
No, you've.
No, you're not.
No,
I don't remember getting back up, but that might just be me.
I'm pretty sure Ormatath put a healing potion down your throat.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you were -5 and you received 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, so I'm unconscious, that's why I don't remember getting up.
Go ahead and roll a d4 then, please, Elion.
No, wait, no. Didn't he get picked up because I poured a potion down his throat and then picked him up? And... No.
Wait, did you do
No,
that?
that wasn't me. No, that wasn't me. I'm thinking of a previous fight we had.
Oh, okay. Elion,
I'm nailed into 1 at this point.
Elion, with if there's nothing else is gonna wake you up, you will wake up in 2 hours.
Okie dokie. Be right back then, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
But for now, you are just gonna be unconscious, stabilized but unconscious.
I was gonna say if I was still making death save, that'd be a funny start to an episode that I just fucking die. That would be good.
So, Caliban and Ormatath, you now have the ship anchored in the river. What are you planning right now?
Is there any place we could? Is there any place we can put it safely nearby? Like, is there like the equivalent of river coves?
Of a what? Sorry.
Like coves, but in a river.
I guess if you were to search along the river, like if you went down river a little bit, there would be an area that the river would widen out quite a bit, and then would just Yeah, you'll be able to pull it in sort of out the way of other ships that were sailing up and down the river.
Okay. Well, I definitely think go to there then.
Fucking distracting ass.
Oh wait, sorry, I was muted.
What were you saying?
I was muted.
Oh, okay. Well, you're unconscious, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I said like if you were able, there's a bit down river, there where it widens out. And yeah, you'll be able to sort of pull it in a bit, keep out of the way of other ships going up and down river.
I shall do that.
Okay.
And
Oh,
also I'll druid craft it in so no one else can get it out.
okie doke. So you're gonna try and attempt to sail it down river a little bit.
Is it a running river or is it more like you just follow the winds?
At this point, it's very still. It is fairly still. However, it is going south. Like it's flowing south.
Well, yeah, I'll just take it south, put it in a place, drop the anchor, and then like druidcraft attach it to the ground, kind of thing.
Okay, can you make a? Because I'm trying to figure out what a sea vehicle check would be. I'm assuming you're not a vehicle with ocean vehicles, proficient with them. No. So go ahead and give me.
I would argue it's a wisdom of some kind, but I don't know which kind.
I'd say just give me a straight intelligence or wisdom.
Okay. I've got a split screen right now, so I need to flick between skills and actions.
Caliban, if you would wish to help, if you would wish to help Ulmashath with this, then you can either do a check as well, or you give him advantage.
Just give him advantage, honestly. If it's a wisdom skill, there's no way Caliban's gonna fucking get off on that.
So you've got Caliban helping you out with just tying in ropes. You guys have been on a ship before, so you had a slight crash course, so you have some idea of what you're doing. Although this is on a smaller scale.
Crash course is probably a bit more literal than you think.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same.
Hey. It went
that
bad.
was a 16.
16, yeah. So, like I said, you guys have had a crash course, so you have a decent idea of what you're doing, of the basics of it, and you're able to just sail it down, drop anchor, and have it fasten it to the river bank. Dirt's gonna stay behind, just stay with Elion, and just and he's gonna stand over his body. You can't really tell if
menacingly.
You can't really tell if Dur is protecting Elion or if he's just he's just you look back as you are sailing away and Dur is just sort of prodding Elion's unconscious body, isn't really trying to wake him up. It's just you've left Elion with Dur, which is
Yeah. Elion's gonna be dead when we get back.
There is no reality where I don't wake up with a dick drawn on my forehead.
Whilst you guys are away, Dur is trying to get Elion awake. Unfortunately, Dur doesn't really know what to do. He's just you guys come back after maybe 20 minutes, and Dur is just slapping Elion's face. Just not even doing classic trying to wake someone up, but literally just pounding his hand on top, and but Elion's just still dead asleep.
Can I just walk up and do a medicine check?
Go for it.
Elion has died.
Death.
17.
17. How do you want to wake Elion up? How would you go about
I
this?
just no, like this.
How much?
Properly.
Okay, so Elion, you come back on. You're on 1 hit point, but the sudden shock of a slap is the first thing you feel as you come back to consciousness.
What happened? What happened? Bird, where's the bird?
The bat.
It's a bird.
Oh, I thought you were saying bat.
It's a bird.
You look over and you see the carcass of the bird, not too far away from you actually, but it's definitely very dead.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. All right. Do we win then, huh?
It would seem so.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. What is the plan? What are we doing next?
Well, we've stored the boat for now. It's pretty secure. Head back to village.
Okay.
Just
That sounds like a good plan.
tell Gryffindor what we have found out.
I could do with some rest on the way,
I mean,
or when we get there either.
there you go.
Okay, so you guys head back to Gryffindor. The village, not the person. Although Gryffindor is there. It's so the fight you had, it was like in the middle of the night. So and it is still nighttime, although it's like around 2 or 3. So like the village is fairly quiet once you get back. No one's really hanging around. No one's like stayed up to wait for you or anything. It's just everyone seems to be asleep.
What cunt?
So are you doing anything once you get back to the village, or are you just like guys staying asleep, going straight to bed?
I think go back and rest first.
Yeah, resting's kind of priority 1 here.
Gotcha. You guys all like
Yeah, I think that's a shout. Yeah.
You guys all filter into all your sleeping areas, and yeah, you all get a undisturbed long rest. Morning comes, and
Still alive.
We'll see.
oh fucking hell, fuck you. It's a phrase. Fuck off. But morning does arrive, and all of you have definitely stayed in a little bit later than you normally would have, which seems to be happening quite a lot on this adventure. But
What am I gonna say?
but you wake up to hear the sounds of like activity and hustling and bustling, and actually quite a bit of urgency coming from in the village.
I'll immediately just ask someone passing by. What's up?
Oh, we're going to be deciding what's happening with my death soon. You should probably get over.
Timmy.
I'll run and wake the others up and go there.
Okay.
I'll also dispel magic on myself to remove the green.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're green.
Groaning as, Caliban would, struggling to put on his clothes because obviously he doesn't sleep completely clothed because why the fuck would anyone do that, savages? Yeah, we'll just follow, but groaningly and kind of hungover look like. It would seem like he's hungover, but no one truly knows yet.
Man of mystery.
Caliban is in 2 modes. He's either drunk or he's hungover. Elion, I'm assuming you're following as well?
Well, yes, I will follow her.
Yeah, okay. You guys leave your tents. It's actually around middle of the day by the time you've woken up. Like, some of you are, like, pretty battered and, like, battle-torn from that fight. But it's maybe just before midday, actually. But you make your way, you can see, like, as you leave your tent, you see there's a large crowd that's formed outside of the communal tents. Quite a few Dragonborn who are lagging behind are just like sort of like very quickly like making their way towards this place as well. And as you guys like make your way towards here as well, as you push your way through the crowd and get to the front, you see standing there, no longer in his chains, Myteth, but standing beside him is Gryffindor. You can hear, like, there's still, like, there's no real, like, and nothing has started yet, no discussions really have started, however, the crowd are very much talking amongst themselves, just, like, pretty loudly as well. Like, just, like, thinking about, like, like, just discussing what's happened. You get the sense that, like, word of what Myteth has done, and by extension what Yaren has done, has been, like, released. It's gotten around the village what has happened now. At this point. As you make your way through the crowd, Gryffindor does spot you and beckons for you to step forward, past the crowd and towards the center, by the door of the communal tent.
I shall do that.
Beckons for like everyone to make their way as well, like Caliban and Elion.
Yeah, we'll follow, but keeping quiet, respect of not knowing what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, same.
Okay. How goes what happened yesterday? How did it go?
Well, we found a boat on the river. It had a dwarf, a minotaur, and they they got the service of an eagle, which helped them. And we took over the boat. Where were they heading?
Ardash.
They were heading to Ardash. So
It seems that this was you're fairly certain that this was how Yarlin was getting the diadvol out of Gorthunda.
extremely so.
Well, it's glad you have put a stop to them.
Yes. Well, the person who was buying them clearly is still around. I think these are just middlemen.
Well, in the next few days, after the Thurkle has happened, I will have to ask of you to head to Ardash and discover what has become of Diadvol there, what Ryan's real plans are.
I was planning to myself.
Thank you, Ulratath. And he puts a hand on your shoulder.
Hey.
You've served this village well. Now we have a matter to discuss with Myteth. And he turns to the crowd and he just raises a hand, and the crowd immediately just goes silent. By now you have all probably heard of what Myteth here has done. And we must all come to a decision on what is to be done with him. Nothing like this has... I am aware that nothing like this has really happened in Gorthunda. This is our first. We've been betrayed by one of our own. So I call on all of you to bring forward suggestions of what we should do with Myteth. And immediately you hear shouts of varying punishments. Someone shouts out exile, someone shouts out imprisonment of some kind.
The royal ass wiper.
But it's not, no one really steps up to give a definitive answer. It's more just like, oh fuck this guy, we should do this to him, you know? After about a minute of this, you see Myteth standing there and he's just really just wringing his hands, just very nervous at this. Gorthunda just silent but observing the crowd, eyes going to wherever he hears the shouts, taking in.
I would also chirp in a suggestion.
It would actually there would be a point where if you were to step up to say, Gorthunda would hold out a hand, crowd would go fairly silent.
No, this would be with the crowd kind of thing. I'm gonna offer my suggestion for him to choose.
Mm-hmm. But if you were to speak though, you would hold out a hand, silence the crowd. It's all Myteth?
Exile until retrieving the diadvils.
Wish to exile him.
Exile, but allow him to come back if he retrieves all the diadvils, which he sent out. Once they all are back, being reconsidered.
Gorthunda turns to Myteth. Do you think this is a fitting punishment for you, Myteth? To right this wrong that you have brought upon us? Can you go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, please, Ulratath?
+0.
I'll allow you to guidance this as well if you wish.
How kind
too
of
many
you,
tabs.
sir.
Ulratath, I'll allow guidance.
That is a 15.
15. So Myteth looks from Gorthunda to you, Ulratath. There are a lot of... Give me a second, sorry.
There are lots of dogs in the air.
Yep.
Thought this was a human trial. Or, not human. Ah, damn it. Can't make the joke if it doesn't work when everyone's a fucking mystical creature.
Oh, dragons. Is your dragon fucking... Why is my mind thinking dragonkin? I played way too much Elden Ring recently. Dragonborns Are they mystical creatures or are they just humanoids?
I mean, yeah, they're humanoid, but they're still. I'm more was talking like fantasy in general.
Oh, fair.
So my Teth.
Girls not here.
Oh, is he not? Where'd he go?
Oh, no, he's just
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
He just suddenly muted.
Yeah, I was talking to Holly.
Okay. My Teth looks to Grathunda and then looks to you, Ormatath. There are a lot of diadwall. To which Grathunda steps forward, puts his hand on my Teth. Then I am sure that you will do your best to retrieve all of them. Won't you, my Teth? My Teth. My Teth just. Sorry, what's that? Sorry.
If the crew of the Black Pearl could do it with the gold, I'm pretty sure he can.
My
Pirates
Teth.
of the Caribbean.
My Teth just nods his head. To which Grathunda turns around and says to the crowd, "My Teth shall be exiled until he has recovered what he has sent away." To which there are murmurs among the crowd. Some are just some people you get the sense are like unhappy. Some get this, but you also get the sense the majority are like, yeah, that's a fitting punishment. And as this sentence is carried out, you hear the crowd begins to disperse. As this happens, in which you hear a prodding in your side from down below.
I hear a prodding.
You feel.
Okay.
Feel the prodding. You look down. You see Durr, who's prodding at you. He reaches into his robe, takes out a dagger. Yeah. Yeah. And points to my Teth.
And later, my friend.
And fine. Puts his dagger away.
If you want to stab something, stab the ground.
He starts killing insects by stabbing them in the ground.
He looks at you really confused. Takes the dagger and actually does stab the ground. He says, "Like, and like you get the sense. Durr actually found that very satisfying too. He's going to carry on stabbing the ground for a little bit."
Yeah.
He would.
But you know how, like, with two daggers you can, like, climb up something? Is he just gonna, like, on all fours, just crawl around the ground, just...
As the crowd begins to disperse, Grathunda goes to you, Ormatath.
Mhm.
I have to be honest with you, Ormatath, that is not the punishment I would have chosen. But I respect you.
If someone does wrong, they have to have the ability to fix that wrong. Killing him does nothing. Imprisoning him does nothing. Exiling does nothing.
I certainly would not have killed him. No. But exile to right is wrong. That's not what I have done. But shows great wisdom, Ormatath.
Thank you. I do have a 22.
I see.
You see Grathunda then goes to my Teth and starts like talking to. Actually, no. Before he does that, he says, "I will talk to my Teth about his exact parameters for his quest. I would like to do it alone. Thank you."
That is understandable.
You did well, Ormatath. And so did all of you.
I did my duty.
You did more than that. And he turns and he takes my Teth inside the communal tent. He is not gonna fuck him.
Oh.
So, give you guys some context. It is currently 2 days to the Thurkle
Ritual thing.
Yathrol's ceremony. Yeah.
Cool.
A Thurkle. Yeah.
Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Milk no longer like agrees and is just like, yes, yes, that's his argument to say it. Yes.
I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's pronounced that way. just imagine I'm pronouncing that way. We're playing D&D. Just use your imagination. But unless anyone wants to do anything during these 2 days, I am just gonna skip over them and just say you guys have had just a bit of downtime, some time to relax and just, you know, chill out. If you guys want to be like, you know, prepping something, like if Umchat, you want to make potions and stuff, you've got 2 days to do that.
There is one thing which I might like to do, and it's find a specific plant which I'll just make sure actually grows in this area.
Yeah. So it's a dry Sahara grassland you're in right now.
I might have to travel a bit for it, but I'm okay doing that.
Yeah, you've got a day or two to, like, you know, it's like no one's gonna like stop you or anything. So just quickly make sure it's in this area. Elion and Caliban, what would you guys be? Would you guys want to be doing anything specific for the next 2 days?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Okay. Caliban?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, but honestly, I don't think anything comes to mind.
So would you guys be just relaxing together, or would you just be like, you know, doing your own thing?
Mostly doing our own thing, I think.
Caliban would be away from the village most of the time, just staying away from everyone.
Okay. If you'd be like just wandering around, just like just on the outskirts of the village, Caliban. On the day of my Teth's trial, but later on, like a couple of hours, you should be like taking a walk in like the forest around, just like minding your own business, just thinking about stuff. When you hear like a very low and painful groan just coming from behind some foliage that you can see. Like someone is groaning in pain behind that.
Because he doesn't like the people. It's like, should I care? Should I move? I guess he'd look around first, see if there's anybody around that he'd be like...
There's not really anyone around this specific area, no. You can see, like, people in the village, but no one in the immediate vicinity.
Sighing, he shrugs and goes towards what he thinks he hears.
So you peek around the shrubbery, just sort of, like, move it away, and you see, curled up in the fetal position, is Rust, just groaning in pain from something.
Oh, jeez. What? Am I there?
No,
Yeah.
No, you're not there.
Oh.
You didn't
I'm
say
on my
it.
own blog.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
I
I want to talk to Rust. I can't talk to Rust. He doesn't speak common. Fuck. It doesn't matter.
yeah, good point. I'm gonna have to activate my fucking helmet and look at him saying, "What's wrong, little guy?"
So the thing about the helmet is that, although
I can
you
understand him, but
yeah,
he can't understand.
he can't understand you.
I thought he could understand though, because
No.
he was talking to Durr and shit talking us, or was he just being a cunt?
Duh can speak Goblin because Duh's a goblin.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Rust and Durr were shit talking us.
But they
to
were
each
shit
other.
But they were shit talking you in Goblin. That's the thing.
But I thought, no, my point was, I thought Rust can understand us at least.
No, Rust can only understand you when you talk to him in Goblin.
Fucking hell, I'm gonna have to. Oh, god damn it! Right, I'm gonna analyze him then. I guess I'm gonna look at him.
Well, you move the shrubbery and you're just like, oh, what's wrong with you? But he looks to you. His right eye has fucking swelled up massively. He's sweating a lot. It's like his mouth is like half open, like he's lost movement in like half his mouth. And he's got drool just dangling down, and he's just clutching his stomach, just like, yeah, it hurt. It hurt.
I thought you didn't speak common. How can he say it hurt then?
He's saying it in Goblin.
Milk can't speak common.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Yeah, fair enough. I break up.
You can understand him, but he can't
I'm not gonna
understand
lie,
you.
this is legitimately Calvin's reply. He would piss himself laughing and say, and I didn't think you could get any uglier, mate. But he's gonna pick him up and carry him back to the village quickly.
Okay, he sort of like cuddles
Against
into
his-
he cuddles into you a little bit as you pick him up, and yeah, you just carry him back.
God damn it.
Unratath and Unratath and Elion, where would you guys be at this time? Unratath,
I will be out foraging for ingredients.
so you wouldn't be there. Elion, would you be in the village at this time,
Uh,
Elion?
Probably just raiding in my tent, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be making a commotion asking for help.
I'd
because
say
obviously-
I'd say Durr would be with you. But like just like looking through his spell book, communing with Bedlam, and just like trying to learn more spells and just trying to like practice stuff. But you would hear a bit of a commotion happening outside, as you would be doing this.
No, one quick thing, which so I can get onto it whilst you're doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
How many instances of harvesting am I allowed to do today?
How many can you do in one day? If you split.
It takes half an hour to find, half an hour to harvest.
So I'd say eight then.
I'll be doing that for 2 days.
Okay, cool. But yeah, Elion, you and Durr hear a bit of a disturbance going on as you're reading or like or practicing your magic.
Alright,
Durr sort of like picks his ear, just like picks up a little bit. He looks, but he doesn't seem all too interested.
I'm going to maybe go to the door of the tent and just peek outside, see what I can see.
As you do this, you hear Bear and him sort of start berating Durr. Just like, Durr, go and see what's going on. Someone might be in danger. And it's like you hear
Yes.
you hear Durr just fine and just closes the book shut and starts like going up, waddling towards your side.
I will at this point I will like it. Yeah, let's see what's up there. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You head out the tent and you see Caliban holding Rust in his arms, and you see that Rust is just like not in a good way at all. Even from this distance, you can tell like, oh shit, something's up.
Shit. There, come. I'm gonna run up to him and see what I can tell. I want to see if I know what's up with him just by looking in, sort of.
Make a medicine check.
Right. Oop.
12. Can't really tell, to be honest. You've heard, this could be all manner of things, really. It could be like he's been attacked by some sort of wildlife, but you can't really tell specifically from what's going on here.
Oh shit. What is he saying? Come on. What is he saying?
You hear Durr start talking to Rust in Goblin, and to you it sounds just like guttural, just like moans and just groans and like very harsh consonants. But after a couple seconds of just back and forth between them, Durr looks to you, Elion. Scorpion got him.
He's got what?
Scorpion sting.
He's got it.
Pretty bad.
Oh shh.
Right there.
Oh,
and he
shit.
points he pokes the swelling.
Oh shit! Don't poke it. Oh fuck! Shit. Oh well, I think. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm going to run around. I want to try and find. Do I know anyone specifically who's a healer in the town? Maybe
The entire
an
town.
apothecist.
You know, Gryffindor has like healing abilities, like pretty high level healing stuff. Yeah, but he is
I'd argue the entire village knows healing shit.
The entire village knows healing shit. Is just like who knows like the most healing shit to get rid of this sort of thing. And the one person you know who definitely has that is Gryffindor. Whether anyone else has that, you don't really know.
Okay, well, fuck. I will go. Caliban, come. I'll rush over towards Gryffindor's tent.
Mm-hmm. So you go looking in the village, just like shouting for Gryffindor.
What the fuck?
You're right there.
Oh,
Fucking
Christ.
Jesus!
3 nat 20s in a row there, mate.
Well, you know, we're gonna have a shit ton of...
That is also the 4th nat 20 I've rolled today.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking been watching. This is nutty, dude.
Jesus Christ.
What was that correct for?
What is your luck?
I've just got. That means I'm going to get a lot of fire peas.
I'm assuming you're trying to make fucking truth serums.
No, I'm getting like area specific stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like
But
fire peas.
okay, gotcha. Eventually, Elion and Caliban, you'll be able to find Gryffindor just like hanging around the village, sort of like. Oh, yes. Hello. What's this?
I'm sorry. I hate to bring your attention. Our friend has been stung by a scorpion. Do you know of anything that could help him?
Oh,
I apologize.
hold him here. He sort of wipes the
Rust.
sweat away on Rust's forehead. He actually takes the mask, Rust's masks, pulls it up a bit, swipes some of the sweat away, holds his hand on his forehead, and just closes his eyes. And you can see after a few seconds, the swelling on Rust's face just slowly deflates and just
That's your bad luck.
there's that one, yeah. But the swelling on Rust's face just slowly deflates. The sweating seems to stop, and you can see Rust begin to like breathe less heavily. You can sort of start to get the sense that he's in a lot less pain now. Until a few seconds pass, and Rust seems to be back to normal.
Oh shit! Thank you, Grassunda. Thank you so much.
There's no problem.
We are in your debt again.
Caliban, because you've activated the helmet, you hear Rust say, "We want pig back."
And I'm gonna hand Rusk over to Dur, kind of dropping Rusk on Dur a little bit.
No!
Do you know what they are now? They're two goblins in a trench coat.
It's more of just a pile of goblin. Dur is not the most, athletic person. You just sort of drop Rust over to him, and although Rust is like, no, do it, and tries to brace himself, he literally just collapses, and there's a small pile of goblin at your feet. And does sort of gets his head out from underneath Rust's leg, just points to Rust, looks to you, Elion. He wants pig. He wants pig back.
Oh, a big back. How do I do one of those?
No, pig back. Back of pig.
What is a back of pig?
A pig's back.
Oh, you want food, huh?
Basically, Caban just fucking.
Oh, I will go into my rations and I'll. Fuck. I don't have any pork, but I do have some beef jerky. Is beef jerky okay?
You hold out to Rust. You sort of and just slowly begins to munch on it. Just not. You can tell he's not really sure what to make of it.
It is like dried rat.
You say it's like dried rat, and
And I look at
Dur and Rust both look to each other, and they immediately just start fighting over it. Like Rust tries to grab it and it's like no, and they just start fighting.
Wait! Don't.
What?
It's okay.
What?
I have one in each hand, and I'm
they both.
I hold my hands like a T-pose. So
It's
they can't fight each other.
It's like when you're holding treats above dogs and they're just jumping for it. That's exactly what's going on.
But
now.
I'm like T-posing, so they're far away from each other, and I let it go, and then they get it.
At this point, the Dur's book just props open, and you can hear Benham just like. Sometimes I think I'm teaching him above this, but oh god, okay. Can you please just give him the food so we can get back to teaching him, Elion?
I did. I gave him the food.
Oh, okay. Just drop it and they both just dive to the ground, just tearing it apart. Yeah. What exactly is there anything else you need from me for this? What exactly are you
No, that's just all the shit I wanted from today.
Gotcha.
I'll be doing a bit more. I'll be actually brewing something tomorrow.
Okay.
I harvested bloodroot, fire peas, and flame lilies.
Okie doke. So what are the potions? What are the potions you're trying to make?
A fire balm, which gives me +3 on a single Constitution, Wisdom, or Charisma saving throw within 14 hours.
Okay, that's cool.
Pepper peppers, which give you 3 temporary hit points.
That's pretty good.
I know. And Musha Balm, which can give you resistance to fire damage for 1 hour.
Ooh.
There's also one final one, which is Lava Paste, which essentially makes someone vulnerable to fire damage.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for the 12 hours, they are vulnerable to it on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, and they take 2d6 fire damage.
Gotcha.
But
Okay,
that's a contact thing.
okay.
So I'll choose which one I want to do, and then I'll make that tomorrow because it's a single day brewing.
Well, so I'm sort of just like mixing like the 2 days together. It's sort of like just it's not just one day after the other. It's just like you've got 2 days. Just tell me what you want to do with this 2 days.
Yeah.
So,
I'll get on that, and I'll probably make firebomb.
Sweet, good to know.
Get rid of my Thelky root,
Mhm.
and get rid of my fire lily.
Mhm. Okie doke. Anything else you guys would want to be doing over the next couple of days?
Do not think so, honestly.
Okie doke. Almost have to just want to quickly do the rolls for that for brewing the potion.
Yes, I'll just want to make sure something quickly.
No worries. No.
It is not on D&D Beyond, so I'm going to make that custom.
Okie doke.
I need a 12 or above
Mhm.
on a +9. Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah, I think 24 is above 12.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
not an expert though.
Oh, God forbid.
Okay, so 2 days would pass of you guys just like getting settled in the village, taking a break, reconvening yourselves, getting ready to make your journey south after the circle or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember.
Really cool.
Cool.
No, it's really cool. Very cool. It's very cool. Nikolaj.
The day before, you could sell like people would like sort of get you can tell people would start getting excited for it. But then the day of, people would like be properly in full swing of just like getting shit ready. People like getting out instruments like to just celebrate. People were bringing out tables just into the center of the village. Various people just like cooking shit tons of food, or people brewing their own drinks, getting that all ready. Until eventually you get around to about the afternoon when the celebrations will properly start to get underway. The way that you would know how this works, is that eventually it's basically just like a fucking hours long party. Normally Grathundi gives a speech somewhere halfway to properly signify the two Dragonborn who are meant to who's this Thukul is for. But they would only head but the two Dragonborn who are being celebrated for would only head into the forest right at the end of
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it would.
yeah. Basically just a big pie at the end of it. Those two go off for 3 days.
Would I know who the diet is?
It is a blue dragonborn called. Give me a sec. I've got the name up here. Verith.
Okay. Would you mind sending that to me, or just sending it on the chat kind of thing?
Yeah. I'll write it now. But eventually, it gets to about 3 in the afternoon. You guys will be like, "Ooh, okay, celebration's starting." And you can see that a lot of people, some people are relaxing, but other people are taking their responsibility to start, start celebrating properly. Your family, Ormatath, are sort of getting to work properly.
Yeah.
Although you see Drathal and your mother and what's your sister's name again?
Silica.
Silicath. You see those
Is it?
three. I thought that was
Or
your
is
mother. That's
I
your
thought
mother,
that was
isn't it?
my father. And my mother is Nick's here.
Yeah. What's your sister's name?
Silithra.
Silithra, there you go. They are all doing everything they can to help set everything up and prepare.
I will be also helping.
So you're just like, it's not much. It's just like, you know, picking barrels up of mead and like ales and stuff, and just like taking them where they need to be, setting tables, like bringing out food and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Caliban and Elion, as the celebrations start to like begin, just like the murmurs of like, you know, like sort of pre-drinks before a party start. What would you guys be up to?
Pre-drinking.
I mean, it's become
I'll
a
join
drinking
in. I'll
now.
join in on the pre.
Starting off on the prees. Sweet. Okay. Caliban, I'm assuming you'd be like the same, yeah?
No, he has had plenty of time with dragons. He's gonna be watching from afar, honestly, this
Okay.
time.
Just like sort of watching from the sidelines.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Okie doke. So everything begins to sort of like get set up, and then about like 5 or 6 in the afternoon is about like when celebrations properly start. People start grabbing food. People start properly drinking. Various Dragonborn they start playing music. There's dancing going on. Eventually, Caliban, your mother would go up to you and say,
Oh.
Caliban?
Why would my mother be
No,
here?
no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, almost half. Sorry.
Why do you, like, out of everyone, it's Caliban?
It's always been.
I have no idea.
You have issues.
I have many issues. Your mother, who has like been on her feet all day and is still like, you know, helping, like, you know, basically being like permanent staff for like this party. She's gonna go up to you at some point, almost around 6 in the afternoon, and say, can you do me a favor and try and find Yathrel? I cannot find him anywhere. Just no one's seen him
Oh,
around.
I see what's going on here.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll go find him.
Okay, thank you. And she immediately just goes off and like starts doing even more stuff.
I'll go to the place where we always hung out as children.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that usually how these go in media?
You go there. Just like a
Oh,
little.
there is
like,
a place.
there is a place, yeah. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. There is if you want that to be.
Down by the creek.
But no, he's not there.
Huh. I will check out the dyed wool field.
The Dival Field. You go over there. You see a couple of Dragonborn just like saying things up, just like basically doing lawn work, sort of. But no, your brother's not there.
I'll go back to the village and have a look around the village.
So you just go look around, have a look around, go to the communal tent. It's not there. Just have a look around, like in the streets. Well, sort of the street, just the open area. Not there. Till eventually, you head over to your family's tent. You think, can't be in here. You just peek your head around the corner, and you get you just get a glimpse inside your family tent. Basically in the beginning, is your brother and your father just in there, and they're not saying anything, but you can see they're in the middle of a hug.
I am going to immediately leave the corner, but like wait around, just in earshot.
Gotcha. Make a perception check for me.
25.
25.
I fucking love having 9 wisdom. It's amazing.
So you just like leaves the sort of like the tent door, I guess. You just let go of that. Take a few steps back, but just listen out. Not many words are exchanged. After a few seconds pass of just silence, but then you hear them sort of like you sort of get the sense of like they're breaking away from the hug. And from what you can hear, you can sort of get the sense that both of them have been crying a little bit. Like you can hear, like you know, very typical, like just like when someone's trying to get,
real manly man.
yeah, they're just trying to get a hold of themselves. Until eventually you hear your father say, "Are you ready?" And you hear your brother say, "Yes." Yeah, you can sort of get the sense that although that your father and your brother have come to an understanding over whatever the issue they've had, and a few seconds after that, they do step up the tent and immediately see you waiting there. It's like, Ulmatath, you see your father just like immediately turn away and wipe his eyes. How long have you been there? What you're doing here?
Well, I am not going to say anything.
Hmm?
But just like smile, nod. I'm assuming like my father's got his arm around Yithro,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
walking
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll go on the other side of him and put my arm around him as well, and just start walking.
Okay. You guys start walking into the village, and as you do, people notice that Yithral is there, and they start like cheering and clapping, and just like everyone being just really happy. Everyone just being really happy and congratulating him on reaching the stage in life.
For surviving.
Yeah. Over there's also you can also hear sort of the same happening over on the other happening from the other side of the village as well, and you get the sense that Verith is sort of like making her way into the party as well. Although you don't really know Verith that well, but so you can't really tell.
I'm about to.
You don't really know what she's like, but you can assume that she's like having a moment as well, because like she's only just entering the party as well.
Okay.
As you make your way into the party, and people like start congratulating Yethro. Yep, fucking up. Many names.
After a bit of time, I'll just let him go.
Yeah,
Let him do his own thing.
But he walks to into like the middle of the party. You can see, although he is still nervous, there is a sense of like comfort over him now. It's like he's nervous, but he's ready for like this next stage.
Yeah.
And after a few
I will
moments,
walk over and find the rest of the group. By the way, after that.
you do this. You walk over, find the rest of the group, and then you hear Grathunda come from just like from near the communal tent, just stood up on like a crate box, just sort of like puts out a hand to silence the crowd, and people were cheering as he stood up and just like shouting speech and stuff like that. But then he puts his hand up and the crowd goes silent. His voice booms out across the crowd. You can tell he's using thaumaturgy to make himself sound louder, so like, the entire village can hear.
Yes, thaumaturgy?
Yeah, that's a druid thing, isn't it? Oh no, wait, it's a fucking no. Never mind. It's
We
a
have
cleric thing.
druidcraft, not thaumaturgy.
He's just shouting very loudly.
It's as if he had
My
thaumaturgy.
immersion has been broken.
Yes, thunderclap.
Doesn't really help in this situation. But yeah, the crowd goes silent and everyone just like listens very intently to Grathunda as he begins to speak. As most of you are aware, I'm not exactly one for big speeches, but there does come a time where they are sometimes required. Today we are here to once again celebrate two more of our own, growing to be part of something bigger than themselves. Yathrel and Verith, and he looks to both of them in turn. He just spots them out the crowd instantly.
He's scrying, so he knew where they were.
We have seen you all grow into the strong, bright, and wonderful young adults. George, what the fuck off? Jesus. Into the strong...
Oh no, you should have said, fuck off. Like, just like something his leg or something.
Into the strong, bright, and wonderful young adults that you have become. And now, it's time for you to take your next step. But no matter what the future has in store for you, no matter what you choose to go forth in, I for one, and I am sure that I am not alone, know that you will make us proud. And he raises his cup into the sky to toast, and he shouts, Yathrel and Verith! And the whole village all just like echoes him as well. It just shouts Yathral and Varith, and there's a big cheer, and everyone takes
Oh,
a
there's a
big.
I will cheer, but slightly out of time because I wasn't expecting it.
You get a couple of looks.
It's like yeah, the Varith, and I'm like yeah, the Varith.
Yeah, a couple of looks, but like people get us, but like in the,
I
not
hide
like
behind Caliban.
not like
I'm away from the place. I'm just watching from a distance.
Caliban's not with
Oh.
me. Yeah, Caliban's
Oh,
got his
okay, fair.
own. It's not like vicious looks or anything like that. It's just sort of like gotcha. Just like a bit odd, you're a bit of an oddity.
Jesus Christ.
Which is a bit harsh, I guess.
He's a bit of an oddity.
I don't know if that's
Jesus
a compliment or just a massive insult.
I mean,
It
they
isn't a
don't
compliment.
they don't hate you. They just think you're a bit weird.
Oh, that's very true.
But after the speech, the partying does carry on once again. At some point during the party, as you guys are all just socializing and just drinking, eating, whatever is presented. Once Durr is gonna go up to you, Ulmutath, and he's going to he's just gonna poke you in the side. Hey!
Yes.
Book wanna talk. And he opens the book, and Bedham's spirit pops out the book, and just
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's good to be out of there. Oh. He gives a big stretch, has he's been cooped up in the book for a couple of days. Oh well, this does seem very, very quaint, very relaxing place. Oh, Ulmatath,
Yes.
I have a favor to ask. I was wondering if
No, I am not gay.
I was not going to ask that, but good to know. I was wondering if you could have a talk with Mr. Grathunda, and if I could perhaps maybe borrow one of these very curious plants that you seem to hold very dear.
No.
But it's just that if they are very curious, and I would wish to. But the thing is, they could hold very interesting.
Stop asking or I close the book.
Make a hard bargain. But
I'm
Iris,
not bargaining. I make a hard bargain. I'm not bargaining, I'm just telling you to no.
God, now I wish Calvin was around because I'll just wait until all the time
Probably
left
would
and then say, "All right, I'll go ask for you."
it's just. It's not out of a selfish sense. It's out of.
It doesn't matter. They are very important and we've already lost too many.
Fair enough. But if you ever wish to know more about them, how they exactly work.
I don't need to know.
But if it's ever required, if it ever is in the future, I am right here, and I would gladly help.
Well, you have access to identify, don't you?
I do. Well, actually,
Well-
no, I don't, because I can't cast spells. It's duh. I lost the ability to cast spells myself after I put my spirit in the book. It is Duh who casts the spells.
Well, he might be okay with you just casting identify on one, but you definitely can't have one. And any knowledge you find out, he would also be privy to knowing.
I'm not even sure Duh knows how to cast identify.
Is that you saying out of character you don't know if he's at a high enough level? Or not?
It's both. Yo,
It's valid.
that will be the next spell that I teach. Duh! Wow. I have a new spell that I need to teach you. Oh, no. And Duh just closes the book. It's like, no, Duh! And the spirit just fades back into the book.
Nice.
No learning. No learning. Me
Good
get
job
food.
there.
Me get food. And Duh just goes
You
off
do.
to get some munch. It's a little while later. What would you guys anything you guys want to be doing during the party?
For me, just catching up with everyone in the village and spending a lot of time with Nymaras.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jesus, I should have given her a better name.
Elion, what would you be doing?
Just you know, absorbing everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
New culture
Mm-hmm.
type deal. Not necessarily interacting with too many people, but just sort of absorbing it, absorbing the atmosphere.
Okay, so you're not like going hard into like the party atmosphere. You're just like, you know,
No,
you're appreciating the vibe.
Yeah, exactly. I'd maybe have like 1 or 2 drinks, but not like tons.
Gotcha.
Half absorbing the culture, half making sure that dirt doesn't wreck it.
You're just like keeping an eye on dirt. You're babysitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. So you'd be just like Elion. You'd be just like observing, like sitting on a crate and just like, you know, taking in the thing, keeping like dirt constantly in your peripheral vision. Dirt doesn't get up to too much trouble. But eventually, Drathal is gonna come down and sit next to you. You can tell he's had quite a bit to drink at this point. You have been very quiet. We have not had a one-on-one in a while. How have you been, Elion?
Good, good. You know,
Hmm.
a lot of things happening, lots of new things, new steps.
Yes, well,
It's been good,
it has been.
How have you been?
I have been very well.
Good to hear.
Oh, he fucking downs like the mug that he was just carrying of whatever the fuck was in that.
I see you're a method actor.
So where are you guys headed next? Yeah, I hear you've
Well, I believe we are going south next, down
South.
river.
Oh, you're heading to Ardash.
Exactly, yeah.
Someone's breathing very heavily. Tom, you're breathing really heavily into your mic.
He's gone into a windstorm, man.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
I didn't realize it was going through that microphone. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. I don't remember what it was. So you're going to Ardash, yeah? I've heard it's I have not been there, but I've heard it's nice.
I've never been anywhere here actually. It is my first time in any country other than Fesca.
When you get traveling for a while, you get used to not really knowing exactly what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it, I guess, a little bit at a time.
I'm getting ready to end it for me as well. I am once after today, I am going to be setting off and going back on my pilgrimage.
Oh yes.
Mm.
Where are you headed next?
I'm thinking Kygro.
Where's Zorba?
I believe mine and Orba's professional relationship has ended at this point.
Okay, I see.
I'll be doing my
Are
own
still
thing.
friends though?
Of course. Yeah, we were together for many months, and he was a very good friend, and also profitable. Got a lot of valuable shit with him.
That is good to hear.
But I have heard Kygro has a lot of opportunities for, you know, making some money, and I wish to be ending my pilgrimage with something special. So I'm going to Kygro with a specific intention of trying to find something to bring back to the village and settling down.
That sounds like a lot of fun, huh? You stay safe, though, huh? Don't get into too much trouble, huh?
Oh, I could say the same to you from what I've heard.
Well, fair enough. But
Can you promise me one thing?
Wait, what is it?
Just keep my brother safe.
I will.
He
I will do everything I can.
He likes to act like he is all this hot shit and, you know, acts like he's more grown up than he really is. But
I am hot shit though.
you hear that and shout that over?
No, I'm saying this out of character. I am hot shit though.
He likes to act like he's all that, but he's still a baby boy in my eyes. He's still my baby brother.
Well, I think I'm even younger than both of you, technically, but I will do what I can to keep him safe and everyone else. They become like a family to me, all of them.
You're a good man, Leon. And he slaps him on the back. I'm gonna go get
As
another
are
drink.
you. I was slapping him on the back, but like obviously like putting strength into it, but nothing's there.
He's sort of, he's sort of like, goes like that, but you can tell he's feigning it a little bit just to make you feel better.
he pee pained.
I'm going to
He
get
went in pee pain.
I'm going to get another drink. I'll see you around, Leon. And
See you around, friend.
he gets up and goes back to join the party. Eventually the party does carry on, and eventually people start winding down, especially people who've got like stuff they need to be doing tomorrow. Some people are just like people who like party too hard. You can see they're being carried off to tents and just
Like Caliban.
Usually would be, but not this time.
Yeah, Caliban's been minding his own. Yeah, Caliban's been a good boy. But eventually,
Well, Andy doesn't trust. Thinking emoji.
but after the party has sort of like halved in size a bit, that is when people start gathering around sort of like the edge of the village, just to see Yathrel and Verith off into as they go to the Direwall Grove. People, everyone's a little bit. Most people are a little bit drunk at this point, but as people gather around, and Yathrel and Verith start walking off into the forest, there's this very, very slow and uplifting's not the right word, but very soulful sort of singing. That's
Mongolian throat singing.
a little bit sort of, but it's a bit. It's a lot more lyrical. Like it's you can tell that there's like actual words being said. The singing itself is in Dragonborn, so unless anyone else can actually speak it, Ormchat's the only one who can really understand it or join in, because Ormchat, this is like this song is sung every time a pair goes off to like the grove to actually begin the process. It's sort of just like a way of like wishing them luck and sort of like saying may the ancestors bless you and that sort of thing. But it's a short song, and as soon as the two wander off into the forest and are out of sight, the singing stops and the party ends. People as soon as they're gone, people just start packing shit up, cleaning everything, and just celebration's over. It's around 10 or 11 at night at this point.
I'll help where I can.
Ian.
Yes.
ETA on your dinner.
I haven't checked. I can check.
Yeah, go check. Depending on, I will call for a break here, or am I going for another 10-15 minutes?
Okay, alright, I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, look. So eventually you guys would settle down for the night, and just sort of get ready for the next part of your mission or quest or whatever the fuck you're doing, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I'll quickly send you a message, Milk.
Oh, okay. I will read it.
After the party ended, Caliban would have left and started walking towards the boat.
The boat, okay.
Yeah.
Before you do that, let me ask this question.
Okay.
He's going to be
You're
staying
actually
there.
a demon, Milk.
Well,
I don't know how you do it. My dinner's gonna be done in 2 minutes.
Alright, sweet.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for to mention me something. I don't know what it is, but
Okay. Alright.
Crow is typing, that's all I can see.
I'll go get my food when it's done. I'll be back in 10, 15, 20.
Alright, cool.
Back in a bit.
We'll finish off we'll just do these little 2 bits and then we'll go for a quick 15-minute break, alright?
Sounds good.
That's not typically done.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I would just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll
more
see
like
you guys in a bit.
okie doke. Caliban, what would you be doing with the boat?
First, I'm gonna be looking around it.
Is this like
Cleaning it
the night before you go to bed, or are you getting up early and doing this in the morning?
Like the moment the party ends, I'm gonna be there.
Gosh. Okay.
Not gonna be too tired, so I'll probably be like looking around, kind of air quote looting, so to speak. Basically, just looking around, seeing what's there first
Okay.
before, and then I'll be going to sleep in the boat as well.
Make an investigation check for me.
God, please be better than last time. Investigation is 18.
18. So you're just like poking around the ship, it's like seeing what's what. There's not really too much valuable stuff here. The very little that cargo they've got seems to be just like general goods like dried foods, flour, that sort of thing. However, poke around and you see so there's only 2 decks. There's the top deck and there's one deck below which has storage and some very small sleeping quarters. Although they'll do fine. There's a floorboard in the sleeping quarters that doesn't really seem to fit with the others. You go over and you have a look, lift it up, and underneath the deck of the sleeping quarters there is a very small hidden compartment in the ship, which you can presume would be used for smuggling.
Is there anything in it?
Not currently. You can assume that this is where they would be keeping the diadvols. The two.
When you say the plank doesn't fit, is it big, small? Like in what way does it not fit?
It's like it looks like it's not made from the same type of wood. There's a very slight the coloration is very slightly not the same, and it also seems to not be there's a very minimal change in sight. However, you did manage to catch it in size. Sorry, very minimal change in size.
Yeah.
Okay. And it also looks like this plank seems to be a lot newer than the planks around it as well. It's like you wouldn't really spot this unless you were really looking for it.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh wait, how big is it? Would a dwarf be able to sit down in there, or is it items only?
It if you went to go in there, if you were lying down, you'd probably just be able to fit, but just you. It's pretty small, this compartment here.
I'm gonna grab a pillow and a blanket, and I'm gonna go sleep in it.
It's not gonna be comfortable.
Doesn't matter.
Are you gonna put the floorboard up top as well?
Yes, it's gonna be on top of me covering.
So you're staying hidden as you go to sleep. Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, cool. We'll go for a break there. Thanks to those who've been watching. We'll be right back in however long. We will see you then. Bye bye. you don't have a choice.
I'm in
check,
the
check.
ride and I can't get off.
So, party ends. Everyone just sort of settles down, and morning arrives. Very, very peaceful morning. Very, you can hear the birds chittering outside. Orbachath, would you have slept in like the sort of like temporary tent that had been set up for the party, or would you have slept in your family's tent?
Family.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't notice then, but Elion, you would wake up. You'd wake up in like the sort of like group tent that be set up for you and the rest of the party. You see Rust and sleeping there just next to each other. There's no sign of Caliban.
Oh. This is unusual. He never wakes up early. I've never seen him up this early in his life.
None of you seen me go to bed either.
Yeah, you're thinking about it. You didn't see Caliban go to bed.
Oh. I will go to Duh. I will wake Duh up. Duh.
No.
Sorry,
Hey,
Duh.
no,
Give me
what-
one minute.
What?
Did you see Caliban last night?
Yeah?
But did you see where he went after we went to bed?
Let's see if he did. No.
Oh.
Now see.
Okay, alright.
And he like takes his robe and just like puts it like that, and you can see and you hear him doze off again pretty quick.
Would I have known where he went if I saw him go off in a direction?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I think I did.
Caliban, would you have tried to be sneaky about where you went?
No, I was just like in the distance and then just walked off after the party was done.
Okay. Urbachath, well, you're not there, so you don't know really what's going on as of yet, Urbachath. But just
I
like,
probably wouldn't be concerned by it.
yeah. But you eventually, when it becomes note of you, when it becomes of note to you, you know that you saw Caliban pretty late at night after the party was finished. Walk over to where the ship was parked.
Oh. Okay.
But that again, that's just for like, you know, when it becomes relevant to you. You're just hanging out with like your family right now.
I'm just
Breakfast. Yeah. It's Elion who's having the panic attack right now.
I have no
Back
idea
to
what
him
the
with a
fuck's
needle,
happening.
yeah.
At this point, I will walk out of the tent and I will look around and I will. Is anyone awake yet? Or
There's like people in the village awake. Yeah, people tend to get up pretty early around here. So there are people doing their thing.
I will walk up to one of them and be like, "Sorry, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt what you're doing. Have you seen like a dwarf with a bird head dwarf? Have you seen anyone around looking like that?"
You mean your friend, the bird dwarf?
Wait. You didn't come back last
I've not
night.
got the accent. No, I need to get the accent. I am sorry, I didn't see anything. I wasn't really paying attention last night.
Okay, alright, sorry.
I had a bit too
That's
much to
okay.
drink.
That's just fair enough. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Just wait.
I will run off and I just keep asking people until maybe someone knows something. I have no idea where he would have
If you're
gone.
gonna just keep on asking random people, eventually you would find someone who would say they saw Caliban walking off towards the river. Last night.
I will say thank you, and I will sprint off towards the river.
Okay, you get to the river. You actually get to the bit where you had the fight a few days ago. No sign of the ship, no sign of Caliban.
Oh, what the fuck has he done?
As of no, would you two have like let the others know where you parked the ship?
Caliban wouldn't. He doesn't care.
Ormachath?
If no one asks, he...
Ormachath?
Sorry, I was muted.
No worries.
We would have told them where that we had parked it.
Okay.
We just probably wouldn't tell them where.
So you didn't tell them where?
Well, as I said, we probably just go, "Oh yeah, we parked the ship. You okay to head back to the village?"
Okay. So, Elion, you know that, like, the ship was moved somewhere? Whichever way. You don't know.
In all fairness, it's not like it could have gone far. It's a river. There's only two ways. It's not like a
Yeah.
car.
And,
I-
you
I
know,
don't-
you probably... And it was going one way, and you can just tell, at least in this part of the river where it's a bit thinner, can't really
We
make
did.
it... Can't
We
really make
clearly
it...
didn't do a 5-point turn.
Yeah, you didn't do a U-turn or anything like that.
Yeah.
Pull a Yui in a boat.
I would maybe run off in the direction I think it was, maybe for like 5-10 minutes, and then if
Yeah, you run...
after that I will be just I think it's gone.
You run along the bank of the river for like 5 or 10 minutes, and yeah, eventually you do spot the small little schooner, just parked up in an area of the river where it's widened out at this point, and it's just been parked up, and just like you can see, it's got a couple of like vines and like bits of foliage wrapped around it that you can assume the Ulmertrath did to help keep it secure.
Oh, in that case I misunderstood. I thought the ship had gone. That's why I
No,
said,
no, no,
"What the
no,
fuck
it's
has he done?"
it's parked up. It's parked up.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will run onto the ship.
Okay.
Caliban, Caliban,
No response.
are you here?
You
Caliban.
hear, you hear a groaning on the lower deck. Very faint, though.
Oh, in that case, I will go to the lower deck.
So you go to the lower deck. There's really just 2 rooms on the lower deck. There's the storage area, which is pretty barren. Then there's the very and then at the back of the bottom deck is like the sort of sleeping quarters, which is basically just like a couple of hammocks, and you know, it's not the most comfortable thing you've ever seen, but it's like, you know, it'll do.
I'll probably go towards the sleeping quarters then.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Okay.
13. You look around for like any sign of Caliban. Can't really spot anything.
Caliban, are you here? Right, so I will go. I will look into the other room.
So in the storage, in the sort of like cargo bit, it's like I said, it's pretty barren. There's a couple of crates of boxes in there of just like, you know, general like, you know, goods. Some like dried foods, some like bags of flour, that sort of thing. Make another investigation check, I guess. Yeah, sure. Natural 20. So you fucking this one you sort of analyze, and you sort of like you can tell from just like sort of like some like dust particles that although you can see some footprints in the dust, and you can tell that Caliban was in here, but you can see that the footprints, just the way that like the dust has moved around, that he was in here, then moved into the sleeping quarters, and didn't leave. There's no sign of him leaving.
Oh. In that case, I'm back into the sleeping quarters.
Okay.
Caliban, where are you? Caliban.
You end up hearing a faint "fuck off" through the floorboards, but you're unsure why. Because at 13, I'm not fucking saying where you hear it from.
You hear, you hear Caliban shout "fuck off" from below you, Elion.
What's up? I start pulling at the floorboards. What the fuck are you doing down there?
Eventually, you start pulling, like getting on your hands and knees, going floorboard to floorboard. Eventually, because you're specifically doing this, you do find a floorboard that seems to be a bit out of place among the others. It's coloured very slightly differently. It's, you know, seems to be made out of a different piece of wood, although it looks very in place. And this one really grabs your attention. Eventually, you put your hand on it. It feels fairly loose.
I will lift it up.
You lift up this floorboard, and there you see Caliban just looking at you, lying on a pillow, just like, you know, just... Actually, Caliban, how would you be lying in this little...
Basically,
apartment?
as straight as a plank. You know, very, very tucked in. It looks comfortable, but definitely isn't. just kind of snuggled in, and Caliban's staring at you with pure hatred and anger. Like, I
What?
told you to fuck off.
What the fuck are you doing in here?
Trying to sleep as Caliban kind of jiggles the blankets because he's sleeping there with his hands kind of like up against his chin nearly. You know, he's like really
What?
compact and he's snuggled up and he can just
What?
shake the blanket at you.
Why did you not sleep in the bed?
I've done my time in that place. We're ready to leave. I've set the ship. We're leaving today.
Did you really hate the village that
Wait,
much?
what is wrong with the village?
It's not exactly the village, and I want to answer no more. Go get the others. Say their goodbyes. We're
Why?
leaving today.
But Caliban, why would we listen to you if you don't tell us anything, huh?
And
You
Caliban pulls the
disappeared
plank
the
down.
heart attack, huh?
He pulls the plank down.
I have
make
the
a-
plank in my hands. I lift it up above my head.
Caliban,
I lifted
Cal-
it
wait,
up.
wait,
but
wait.
I took it off.
athletics, Elion, acrobatics.
Oh, okay. All right. Fuck.
Acrobatics. Caliban, you reach, but Elion just sort of like lifts the plank up, just out of your reach. Yeah, Elion, you see it coming like way before, like, you know, and you get
You
it
must-
just before you can even like react. Yeah.
You almost give me a heart attack, huh? How
Sounds
was
like
I supposed to know where you were, huh?
Sounds like a you problem. You didn't ask before I left.
But you didn't leave when you didn't leave without telling us, huh? Who do you think you are? If you run away, it's not my fault that I didn't see you.
And Caliban flicks Elion on the forehead.
I boop him with the plank.
Do you want another broken nose?
Okay. Elion, make a this is improvised weaponry. So go ahead and make a strength check. This is just a straight strength.
An unarmed strike. Or-
No, strength. This is the improvised weaponry.
Oh,
If you're booping him with the plank, that's a save, not a. But that's just the same modifier.
I have a +0.
Then
So,
yeah, okay, you try to like go and like bonk Caliban with a plank of wood, but Caliban, you just catch it in your hand, and you just like hold it still.
And that's when I stare at him saying, do you want another broken nose?
You want to give me a broken nose that is your turmoil, huh? You have no reason to. Why are you so angry today, huh?
You just tried to attack me with a plank as I was trying to sleep, you muppet.
I was trying to boop you and it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. And I'm gonna snatch the
Get
plank
out of
off
bed,
him,
huh?
and I'm gonna put
No.
the plank on top
No!
of
Sorry, what'd you say you did?
it. As I take holding the plank, I'm gonna yank it off of him, because obviously it's clear that Caliban is much stronger, and he's gonna place
Strength
it on
check
top.
me, you bastard.
Opposed strength checks.
Wait, athletic or strength?
Just strength. This one's just strength.
Not 20, baby.
Fuck!
Yeah, it's Caliban. It's effortless.
Yeah. And I just plop it back into place.
I was slapping the floorboards. Get up! Why are you so moody, huh? Just get up and talk to me. What is wrong, huh?
Damn it.
What is
Wait, hold on.
wrong? Why won't you just talk to me, Caliban, huh? Such we're friends.
I'll talk about it at lunch when everyone's here. And now
That's in
Caliban...
like 5
Ah.
minutes!
No. Caliban does a spell, mold earth, just to plop a bit of the plank. Wait, mold earth works on a boat, wouldn't it?
No.
You need earth to
Ah.
mold.
Yeah, there's no
Well, I
earth
mean,
on this.
It's wood. The wood is
Not
literally earth.
not the same thing.
Nah.
That's a plant. And even then, it's like at this point, it's a dead plant, so I don't think it would work.
Shit.
Sorry, man.
Well, why don't you just talk to me, huh?
Hoping everyone's here. I don't want to repeat myself. Now let me sleep.
Right, well, I bring everyone here now, then, huh? But don't
That's
count
what
on
I
us.
told you to do the first time.
Don't count on us leaving just let, huh? We have to say goodbye to everyone.
Yes,
I don't know why you want to leave straight away, but we have to say goodbye, yeah? It is selfish to ask Ulmatath to leave so early, huh? It is his hometown. If he wants to stay a bit longer, I think we should, huh?
I mean,
Especially when you don't tell us anything, huh? Silly boy.
We have multiple reasons to go to Ardash. This is our character, but we have multiple reasons to go to Ardash. We forcibly stayed longer than we needed to for Ulmatath. It's not selfish to ask him.
We were only there for Umataf in the first place, brother.
This was a
The whole
journey
point.
I was out of character. This was a journey I was going to take, regardless of whether you were coming. It was just, oh, you might as well stick around, and this was the last day I had to be here for.
Yeah, but then we got air quotes. Okay, I say this in like a gamer's term, air quote. Basically, like, was it a quest and a half to go down to Ardash?
Alas, Elion values family and thinks that if Umataf wants to stay like a day longer just to be with his family, then we should stay. It doesn't matter if we have a reason or not. I think just to be with the family is reason enough. And I think we should respect that decision. And Elion says that.
You
in
don't.
person,
You well.
in
You don't.
character.
The thing is, you don't even know if that's what Ulmatath wants.
Alas, that's why I say if he wants.
Okay.
There are no guarantees. I bring everyone in to talk, but there are no guarantees, Caliban. And that's just the way it is, huh? We must respect his wishes, and, you know, family's important, huh? I realize that, having been here. You know?
Alban will sigh. You hear a sigh because the plank is still back on. No, you can hear a sigh and a very, very dead straight tone. You can hear Calban say, fuck, hold on. Now I gotta think carefully what to say.
Hey, yo, fuck off.
Just kicks you. Just does burning hands, ignites the ship.
Just punches the
Kick the
floorboard
board
so
under-
it fucking.
Kick the board underneath his feet.
Yes.
I'm on all fours because I was slapping the floorboards, though.
Kick a board up so it slaps him in the face.
Oh, Jesus, no, I thought you were going to say the nuts.
Oh, that too. Same board.
Yeah.
Damn it, I've got like half of what I want to say, but I'm just like, shit. Okay, hold on. It's just the wording. I'm trying to get the right wording. I know what I want to say, but I gotta get the right wording.
That's cool. Take your time. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all Gucci.
Though not too much time.
I mean,
Maximum
we can jump.
2 minutes.
We can jump.
No,
to
no,
the
no,
map
no,
as
it's
he's
okay.
down.
Yeah, true.
We're okay waiting.
Let us know.
It's
While
only
this-
pressure, Zentech.
Yeah, while this is going.
While this fucking
Second
couple-
round of
this
Paris-
couple's
content.
tiff. Whilst this couple's tiff is going on, Ulmatath, you'd be like, Ulmatath,
16 milk.
you'd be sending off, like you'd be like not sending off, you'd be like getting ready to leave. You'd be like having
Yeah.
breakfast with family,
Yeah,
whilst packing, like just extra supplies.
yeah, and like I'd imagine like they give me like the equivalent of just like wrapped up rations, just like
Yeah.
well
yeah.
have a good journey. Well, it's nice to see you again.
Exactly. Your father is like just giving you more is giving you advice on like on just general things, just like right if you find yourself in a dark alley, do not fucking go down it, you fucking get back there, just like general advice, and your mother's like wishing you wishing you safe and just like telling you to look after yourself.
Go down.
Until eventually Grothunder walks into the tent. You're setting off on your journey once again, Ulmatath.
Yes, but I'm getting a wind whisper, also known as a phone call from my grandma.
Oh, okay. Okay. Back to Caliban. What were you saying?
Okay. Family is important, and I'm not one to take it from Ulmatath. And that is the end of this discussion. Please, just leave.
Okay.
And you can hear
Well,
this is the most serious Calvin's ever sounded.
Well, I will grant you your wish, but just know, Caliban, I consider you part of my family as well. And then I'll leave.
Do you just go to? Just go to? Do you just?
When you leave? I just want to say one thing as he leaves.
Mhm.
You can just hear him clear his throat. Obviously, he feels quite a bit of emotion from that.
Aww.
And you can Actually, I kind of want to say, because he says after a little while of stepping away, I kind of want to ask if he can roll to hear it, but you just hear, you could possibly hear him say something.
Make a perception check, Elio.
Oh jeez, is this anything? Oh wait, no, I've got the shield on me, haven't I? Let's go. Advantage, baby.
You have the shield. 24. You definitely hear what you have to say, Caliban. You definitely hear it.
When Whisper is over.
Fucking asshole, brother. As
What?
he.
What are you saying about the pal?
That's what Caliban says under his breath as Elion leaves.
Fucking asshole, brother.
What did he say?
He considers Elion a shitty little brother.
Ah. Cute.
Anyway, back to Grothunder.
What if I made me
No.
the mother of the group?
No, if anyone was the fucking mother, it's me. Shut the fuck up.
I literally do 100% of the healing in the group.
Nah.
So, back to Grothunder. The village, not the person, but also the person.
In the village.
Yes, Grothunder in Grothunder.
I'm doing Grothunder.
Yeah. Grothunder walks into the tent and asks you if you're like getting ready to set off once again, Ulmasath.
Yes.
If you're heading down to Ardash, there is someone that might be able to help you. I told your friend Caliban about him. His name is Naivolas.
Okay.
He is an elven person. I can send him a wind whisper, explaining the situation and his way. I don't know exactly where he is, but last I heard he was in Ardash. But he's been around for quite a while, and he might be able to help you.
Understood. Thank you.
I will he will be able to get in touch with you once you're in the city.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I wish you luck, Ulmasath.
And to you too.
You can see that he gets a sense that he's about to say something, but then he just and turns and goes.
By all means, if you have something to say.
No, it's good luck, Ulmasath. And he leaves.
Thank you.
So eventually, Elion, would you would you just stay on the ship and just stay on the top deck, or would you head back to the village?
No, I'd head back to the village.
Okay, it's about this time when you would arrive back at the village and you'd see Grothunder leaving the Ulmasath's family's tent.
Right. I will assume that Ulmasath is awake, and then I will. Can you knock on a tent?
No.
You can, but
I will,
if it falls over, usually.
I will stand outside the. I'll wave at Grothunder like a hand up sort of wave, like hello.
Gives
And
you,
then I will,
he gives you
go
a
up to-
very respectful nod, but he doesn't say
Oh,
anything,
and
just
then
keeps on
I
walking.
remember. Oh, you are meant to nod in this. I will nod back.
You don't have to. You can wave in here.
I will
it's
nod
fine.
back.
It's okay.
I'll wave.
You
I'll
wave,
and then
nod. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wave, not wave.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll go to Ulmasath's tent and I will go. Ulmasath, are you in there?
Yes.
Do you mind if I have a word there?
I can't stop you from talking as much as I wish.
Oh, okay. I don't know why exactly, but it looks like Caliban would like to leave today. Obviously, I will not pressure you to leave. It is we're here for you.
Well, I'm
But,
telling you to leave anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, not necessarily leave in 30 minutes, but if we could go to the boat in 30 minutes, maybe have a meeting and prepare to leave her.
Yeah, that was the plan.
All right, sounds good. I will go get there and rest her.
Yes.
All right, see you there in like 30.
I love how, like, oh, he might want to stay. He might want to stay with his family. We have to be respectful. Yeah, we're going, aren't we? Yeah, that
I
was.
want to say goodbye to Drothal. Fuck off. I want to stay to say goodbye
Drothal,
to
that was-
Drothal is in the family tent. Like, now is your chance.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh,
Drothal,
Drothal, are you in, sir?
I'm literally right in front of you. Hi.
Oh, I wasn't looking in the tent. I was like standing awkwardly, like perpendicular to the door, talking into it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I would like turn my head and be like, "Oh, you are. Oh shit. Okay." They're like both in the doorway, but I was like, I don't want to intrude by looking inside.
As of note, like Drathal is getting ready to leave as well. Like he was going to leave today as well. But
You have to date your fella.
Drathal is heading northeast, whereas you guys are heading south.
You have to date Giselle.
I am. Yes, I'm heading off as well. Yes.
Well, have a good journey. Yeah, we meet again sooner.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure my
Hey.
stuff has said the same to you, but if you ever find your way near Miss Crest, come say hello, huh?
He hasn't mentioned. Actually, no, would you have mentioned that, Ulmatath?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's still doing it.
We mentioned it when we went up to
Yes.
First Guy.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, we've he has been talking. Yes, he has talked about it. I would definitely consider it. And Drathal walks up to you early on and sort of like points to you and says, "Remember what we talked about, okay?"
I do. I remember it.
Excellent. Well,
take care of yourself, huh?
Yeah, and yourselves. Goodbye for now.
Bye for now. See you
and
soon.
Drathal goes to leave the village. He takes off. Leaves.
Oh. Didn't even say goodbye to him.
He shouted. He said goodbye to everyone. He said goodbye to everyone.
I thought he was just talking to me and then just.
We've already said our goodbyes.
I know. I assumed so, but I thought it was funny.
It's Caliban he didn't
Jesus.
say goodbye to because he hasn't spoken to him at all.
That's
Not
true.
even at the
You're not
party.
there. You left.
I know.
You're not there.
Exactly. But you said he said bye to everyone, but he didn't.
I said that everyone who is there.
Nah, you didn't.
It's a shame because I was wishing to do one last nut tap on him.
You could. I would have allowed that like during like the whilst you were getting ready to pack, whilst you were leaving.
Oh,
for
that would have been funny. He just starts.
What do you
fighting,
want? Attack or
hold on.
acrobatics?
Unarmed strike.
Come on, don't fail me now.
2.
11.
11.
Do I get surprise?
If you're just walking up to him, no. One time you're just like, wait, Drathal, wait. And he's like, what? And you go to like nut tap him. He bats your hand away and poof, goes to do it as well. But he misses as well. So you're both like,
We end up just like accidentally giving each other a firm handshake.
just like, yeah, and just like, yeah.
I will give him a hug.
But yeah,
I will give him a hug and send off.
he gives you a big hug as well before he leaves.
Yeah.
And he
I'm
gives
jealous. I didn't get a hug.
he gives one final wave to his family and gives a final nod to you early on, and then takes off and leaves.
This time I will nod back. No wave.
Just nod.
Am I cool yet, Dad? I won't be a cool kid. Alright, I'll head to Rust and
Rust and are a bit of trouble trying to wake up, but you know eventually they will. After some badgering from bed and from the book that's been left open during the night, Dylan will wake up.
I will offer a piggyback to both of them at the same time to get them out of bed.
So, like, they both interpret piggyback as two different things. Dur is, like, the actual thing. But, I want piggyback. And, like, as soon as you say it, Dur immediately starts, like, climbing you. Just, like, you're literally, like you're a fucking rock wall. And just, like, puts himself on your shoulders. Rust, however, wakes up and just starts, like, now reaching up at you, obviously wanting food.
I'll stand up at like the 6 feet that I am and put a piece of like fucking thing on my shoulder so he climbs up as well.
Like a parrot.
Yeah.
So Rust also climbs up on you and like go instead. Whereas Darius on your shoulders, Rust is more hanging onto your side, a bit like a koala.
Yeah.
But it just like gripping like you, like death gripping you. Just starts like eating the bit of like dried pork that's on your shoulder.
It's the only thing I've seen him eat other than Rust.
But eventually you got both of them and you can head out towards the ship.
Yeah, I'll head towards the ship. With
Ulmata,
gobbos in tow.
with well, they're not exactly in tow. They're literally attached themselves to you.
Yep.
Uh,
I get a plus to my AC.
I'll count it as half cover. There
Nice.
I like that.
you go. Ulmata, you finally finish packing, and you head out your tent to leave. And your entire family that's still there, your younger sister and your two parents, they all just give you like one final hug before you say goodbye.
Sounds perfect to me.
You can see your dad is just like beaming with pride. Your mother's holding back tears. Your sister is like, just excited for whenever you come back next. And can you tell them more stories about what you've been up to?
Oh, I'll make sure I come back with some good ones.
Leave whenever you wish.
I will leave because I wish.
Okay. Eventually, so Caliban, it's about maybe half an hour, since Elion left you, until you hear, like, footsteps and people stepping back onto the ship. And you get the sense that you can tell, like, people are coming back.
Actually, I was
You would definitely hear Elio go shh, shh, shh,
Actually,
and then, like trying to sneakily walk up to the fucking thing with two goblins giggling, and it'll be like shh, and then I point to the floorboard, and then shh,
What?
sadly
and then
that wasn't gonna work.
What?
What?
What? Like, they're not being quiet at all. They're just, like, really confused as to what the fuck you're doing.
No, I would have told them on the way. I would have been like, I'm gonna surprise him.
But the thing is, though, as I was waiting for you guys to finish up a little bit, I was going to mention, not long after Elion left, Caliban would have got up,
A cheeky wank.
finished messing, basically putting everything back to normal, and he would just be on the at the wheel of the ship.
Oh, the hell.
He'd just be
Okay.
at the helm.
So instead you see Elion sneak down, like not realizing you're like directly above him on the helm.
Hang
like,
on. You feel like just patting your head.
No,
It's
be
like,
quiet.
look,
Shh,
no,
shh,
no,
be quiet.
no, hey,
We
hey,
have to surprise him.
Look!
Oh, you
Look!
ruined it. You
Look!
ruined it there.
Look!
What?
Look!
What?
Look!
Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, hello, Calavan.
you stupid.
Shut up. I was just a bit enthralled. It was like a
I
scene
don't-
from
I
my
didn't have
favorite
that spell.
book.
I don't have that spell yet.
I do. Shut up.
Clearing his throat, he'll just look at Elion and be like, "Yeah, okay." And that is it. You're just gonna hear the very disappointed, "Yeah, okay."
Okay. Everyone's a little bit sad.
Good.
Which I guess we just stand around and wait for a little bit.
Which
mean,
I'll probably be right there.
Almost right behind you.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So I was just standing there real
What
quickly.
you could do.
Right, well, Calaban, what is up?
The sky usually.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Hoist the mainsail, trim the yard arm.
Funny enough, actually, I suppose after like a little bit of talking, we would probably start getting the ship ready.
Juliet actually knows how to sail.
So,
Probably.
none of you had experience apart from like before your adventure on fucking God, what was his name? What was the halfling's name again? Arso, that was his name.
Yeah.
You didn't have
He
experience.
was a halfling.
You didn't have experience with sailing before you were smuggled out of Selfall, any of you. But during that time, you did have a bit of, like I said, you had a bit of a crash course. So, although you're not proficient with sailing and shit, you've got a general idea of how it's done.
Although I would be proficient in canoes.
No one
This is not a canoe
Is that it's a big canoe with a sail.
and a
Actually,
wheel.
not-
No,
Yeah.
it's not a canoe. Different
That's close
things.
enough.
But so if you guys are all setting off and preparing to get base and start off on your journey once again, I will need either intelligence or wisdom checks
In what context?
of like setting up the ship, setting up the sails, just like Make
Is it just straight?
make it go. Yeah.
Oh wait, that was a save, but that
Is it
doesn't count
is it the same modifier?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
This will be a group thing, by the way, so you know. You
I
know.
fucking love having high wisdom.
Oh, my
Hey,
wisdom's okay-ish. Hmm.
Oh.
So it looks like I'm gonna be solely responsible for operating this ship.
So,
Wait, what did Dare roll?
Duh rolled a natural 7 plus his intelligence modifier, which I think is a +4 or 5.
Wait, was that wisdom or int?
It's
Wisdom or int?
either or. Wisdom
Oh,
or
okay,
wisdom or intelligence.
If you keep
I
the same
would
roll, just change the
I would
modifier.
have I would have a 9. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I only had wisdom for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, it doesn't really change much.
Yeah.
So, it's a bit of a bumpy start. Ulmachath, you sort of like remember like bits and pieces from before. You were from before you were on the ship. Just like, okay, I think we gotta do this. I think we gotta do this. Everyone else, you're just like, you know, really not really have that much of a clue. Although you have an idea, but you're not doing it very well. At one point, one of like the sails just come loose, and you've got to reattach it. But eventually, after about an hour of basically just struggling, you do properly get underway, and you begin your journey downriver towards Ardash. As you start sailing through, like I said before, there's a lot of very small settlements along the Shia River. The Shia River is basically what allows the Hadov dynasty to basically exist. Like there's in there,
It's Egypt.
exactly. It's basically like the River Nile. Like people require this.
Who's Nile?
People need like this river to be able to live in the Hadov dynasty. There's really the only settlements that are not settled on this river are the capital city, which is in the desert, Ardash, and a couple of other small villages and towns in the very, very north. But eventually it gets to a point where, as you sail, there's not really an inch of land that hasn't been settled. There's not like a small town or a farm or just like a little hamlet with a couple of houses around. And eventually, the Sahara, the very hot grasslands, begin to fade out and begin to become dusted over with sand. And by around midday, you find yourself in basically a sweltering hot desert.
Oh.
About mid-afternoon, when you guys are still sailing, in a bit when you're like just passing through a very small village, you actually, can I get perception checks from everyone, please?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell, dude!
Oh,
Your rolls have been mental today.
I know, I have rolled like 3 nat ones, but Jesus.
Fucking nut! You've got some nutty rolls today. I'm gonna be honest.
It's only because I've got I've got digital weighted dice.
Because that's
Is
definitely
that?
that's definitely how it works.
I wonder if it is something I could like.
Like if you get like a plug-in for like Roll20 that makes your dice rolls like really good.
I'm actually going to investigate that and then not tell you what I find.
Ulmatath, what would you be doing on the ship?
So it would either be because I'm the only one who actually apparently knows how to operate a ship, operating the helm, or just sit in the crow's nest.
There isn't.
What
There
would
isn't.
everyone else be?
There isn't really a crow's nest. Like they
I'll be perched on the yardarm.
just like hanging on to the very top.
Wherever he is a crow's nest, am I right, guys?
Hey.
If I remember correctly, the yardarm is the
minute.
sticks out the front.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you'd just be standing on top of that. Okay.
Perched on it.
Okay. Who would be on the helm?
I say I'm happy to go on the helm, but I don't want to be the one to be.
I will say
Hang
after
on.
the hour of struggling, basically anyone would be able to like use the helm and not immediately crash if it's just like sailing down river.
If all they have to do is hold it still.
And
Seeing
and
as
very
I'm like the
occasionally
weakest,
turret.
Seeing as I'm the weakest and Dur's probably not tall enough to see over the helm,
Okay.
I don't mind doing the helm because it means I don't have to carry shit around and stuff. I'm a weak boy and I'd be slow.
If okay, out of context, if someone needed to operate the helm, what checks would they need to do?
I would either be a straight intelligence or a straight wisdom.
Okay, so it could be. I have the highest out of both of those, so I'm happy to go on the helm if everyone else is okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, if you want, yeah.
It's literally I've got a +6.
But like, but the thing is, like, but everything else to do with this ship as of right now would be, you know, just a straight plus intelligence or wisdom.
Also, the entire ship is intelligence and wisdom.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
as of right now.
Well, what do you guys think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just want to.
Up
This
to
isn't
you,
really
boss man.
important. This really is important at the moment. I just want to like know who's steering the ship at the moment in time.
Ah, fuck it, I'll steer.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
If we drive the ship enough, do we get proficiency in that water vehicle?
You would, but that's gonna
It'd take
be
a long ass time.
yes, yeah, it'll happen at some point in the future. But eventually, you guys like I said, you guys are sailing through like a very small village, with like sandstone buildings on either side and like little farmland and shit. When eventually, early on, you would be just hanging around somewhere on the top deck, and Ormtrath, you would be at the helm. You spot up ahead on your port side. Port side is left side for anyone wondering. I know my shit.
Port to starboard, left to right.
Yep. You see a figure just like standing on the bank of the river and just holding out their arm, or rather, an arm and a wing, just like waving down, as if they're trying to like
Hitchhike.
yes, as if they're trying to hitchhike.
Oh.
As you get closer, you see that this figure is an Aarakocra dressed in very, very fine leathers. Very, like, fancy looking, as if there's some, like, multiple colours. Like, it's purple, but then, like, with very bright red highlights, underneath. And then they're wearing this very, like, very ostentatious, lilac coat around them.
What's the surrounding area around him?
It's like I said, it's like a very small town with like farmland and stuff, but he's just like sitting on the bank of the river and just like waving right on it.
Well, someone else would probably notice him before me.
You and Elion probably noticed him just at the same time.
I would look at him and be like, do you want to pick him up? I mean, I've
Well,
heard of scams like this on the road, but we're in the middle of a town. How bad could it be, eh?
Well, let's at least talk to him.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello! How goes the day?
Oh, well, it's just going very well. Thank you very much. How was your day, huh?
I've had better days. You mind if I quickly hop aboard?
Don't trust them.
What do you wish to have
Where do you need to go?
I'm heading towards Ardash.
Okay.
Do you mind if I just quickly hop aboard so I can explain my situation without you good fellows stopping?
I'm okay with that.
I look at Ulvaton and I fuck it. Okay, I can sure. Yeah, come on.
He just takes off. He like gives a quick flap with his wings, and it's less of a fly, more just like a very big jump, and just lands right in front of you, Elion. Ah, it's very well met. Thank you for letting me aboard. I was wondering if you would be able to allow me to I don't like the term hitchhike. It has some connotations. However, I unfortunately that is the situation I find myself in. Where are you fellows headed?
Downstream to Ardash, huh?
Oh, well, that is very convenient.
How far out are we?
So you would at this point you would be around here. So like about 2.5 days is sailing. About 2.5 days from Ardash.
Okay. Cannibal, what do you think? Don't sleep and drive, Brads.
Caliban.
Caliban doesn't trust him. Like when Elion's talking to him, Caliban would have went to Umatath and said, "No, I don't trust this."
I'll like, like doing a head movement, just like, hey, come over here. I'll do that to Elion.
Elion. Yeah.
Oh fuck! I was muted. I was talking. Just give us a moment, huh? We'll walk over to him.
Caliban thinks we shouldn't trust him.
You look over and you just see
Well,
you just see the arrow croaker just like smiling at you, just like.
Well,
Fuck Fred.
look. The thing is, this world, it is pointless living if we don't have blind faith in the people, huh? We have to show kindness, and then we will receive kindness. We have to. I say we take him.
But kindness
If he
in this
fucks,
world,
fucks with us, we kill him. We
When have
chuck
we
him in the
received
river. Who gives a
kindness?
shit, huh?
but kindness in this world often receives a knife in the back.
And we haven't
With
received
them, we
one.
stay wary, yeah. It's not going to. It's not that long, is it?
It's 2 days, and that is 48 hours away he can kill us.
Unless yeah, there's 5 of us. Look, we just have someone on watch, and then it's fine, huh?
We nearly died because of a fucking bird. And what is he?
That's racist.
Well, that is a bit racist, huh?
Caliban is right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I look at
I'm looking at-
Caliban.
and
I
what
look
is
at
he? No
Caliban.
offense.
Look, I think it'll be fine, huh? We have to show kindness, and maybe look, he seems quite posh. Maybe he's going to give us some money or something, you know?
We
Well, we
don't
take him where
really
it
need
is.
money at this point.
We're not that rich, by the way.
Well, we're going to get very rich very quickly as soon as we get the mines and the boats set up.
I think that's going to be a small stream of income. I don't think we're going to get rich. But
But we can tax the masses.
If you good chaps are done talking about me, I'm sure we can work this out man on man, you know?
No, that's a bit sexist.
trust me, I think there are more positives than
Oh, we
always
don't even address
negatives.
him.
You look. You cannot always think on the bad side. If you always think pessimistically, then you will get nowhere in life. You have to have hopes.
Well,
You
I'll
have to
tell
have
you.
faith in the people.
Well, if you're okay with it, Caliban, I'll say, Elion, you arrange the payment and services whilst we go down, and possibly delivery upon arrival. And if anything goes bad, we kill you.
We kill him.
No.
No, kill you.
I'll-
Both me and Umatath just nod seriously, looking at each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will arrange it. I will walk up to him and I say,
He steps forward
Alas,
to meet you as well.
I
so
put forward my hand and I say, alas, the name is Elion. Very well met.
Elion. It's a very nice name. My real name is Urkruk, but you may know me better than my stage name, for I am a fairly well-known bard in these parts, and
He's not coming.
I have quite the reputation. So you might know me better by the name Bardy McFly.
Yeah. Oh, he
Shut
is
the
not
fuck
saying.
up.
He is not saying.
I have
No.
never heard of you, and I don't have
Nope.
a clue who you are.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I would like to. Bear me 1 second.
Okay.
Your microphone?
When it loads.
Come on, he's called Bardy McFly. Come on.
No, not Bardy McFly. I just like NPCs that you know we're gonna hate.
This ship is made of wood.
Yes, and he is made of burnable material too.
And that's ignoring whatever the fuck is the saying behind because they weren't
Wait,
listening.
final question. Are you actually serious?
No.
Oh, I was gonna... Okay.
I'm going to burn his loot though.
He doesn't actually have a lute. As he introduced himself as Bardy McFly, he did reach into his like bag that was hanging on, and a lyre. What's the little like there's like mini harps, you know? That they had in
A
ancient
harp?
Greece. No, a mini harp. It's called a lyre.
No, tell the truth.
But that's he sort of like he didn't play it, but he just like reached down and grabbed it just to like pose with it as he introduced himself.
I will shout out above. There will be no music on this ship.
But everyone likes music. It's like the least I could do to entertain you folks as you
The least you could do is help us get to Ardash.
And I will present to you with uplifting music so you can. Everyone needs sea shanties at the very least.
This isn't the sea.
It is connected. It is connected to the sea.
So is the land. What's your point?
So we can sing sea shanties everywhere. That you are obviously the brains of this group. It's very nice to meet you. What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
Well, very nice. Well, it's very nice to meet you either way.
No, it really isn't.
Oh fuck. He's gonna die. Anyway, do you do hit contracts?
Jesus. Okay. No.
I'm
polymorph him into a pigeon.
I'm sure.
If you don't know.
I'm sure if you folks just simply carry me to Ardash, and whatever arrangements we have can be fulfilled, and then our business shall be complete.
What arrangements do we have?
Of you transporting me to my final destination. That's all I ask.
I mean,
oh god, I just. Oh shit. Of course. And he reaches into his bag and brings out brings out a pouch that he starts just like lightly tossing in his hand, and you can hear a smattering of coins inside. Obviously, payments
to
to be.
Caliban and say, are you okay with that?
Yeah, it looks
I
enough.
said Caliban.
Yeah. Caliban's gonna shrug, but he's gonna reach down to his belt where his throwable axe is, and just kind of have his hand rested on it and nod.
That is quite the tool that you have there. Very impressive.
Are you talking about Elion?
Shut the fuck up, I hate you.
Why do you constantly just give us NPCs we want to kill?
True.
Yeah.
Like I swear we have wanted to kill the NPCs in this campaign more than the bad guys.
I think it's. I mean, well, the bad guys are NPCs. Fuck you.
Okay, but
I think it's
you know what I mean.
I think it's just 3. If we're including this guy, there's just 3 that you've just had a rational hatred for.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
it's irrational, but it's also well founded.
very well founded.
But he is just like looking at you guys, and he's got the pointers out. Like, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're going.
Oh, well, look at him.
Shrug and be like, right.
Excellent. So, what would the payment be required for this transaction?
You work your shit. What's the term? You work your weight.
A transaction of labor. That I can do. And he chucks the gold.
As well as transaction of gold. But that's on delivery.
On delivery?
Arrival, sorry.
That is fair enough. It's very nice to meet all of you, and I'm sure we are all going to get along very, very well on this pleasant journey.
Don't mind me just searching spells I can use against him.
I think if we wanted to finish by 9, I think that's a good place to call it, guys.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Alright.
Alright.
Sorry, not lady.
Alright, thank you dudes who've been watching. Sorry I had to finish up a little early this time, but you know, shit happens. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that valuable contribution. We're gonna call it right there though. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Thank you, homies. Bye.
See ya.